morning! I called a print company in Texas recently and the call went right to voicemail. Their outgoing voicemail message is what I want to talk to you about today. It started with a friendly greeting. Next, they apologized for not being able to pick up the phone immediately. Okay, so far so good. Then they suggested a better way to connect with us is via text, and they gave a whole different phone number to send a text to. And I thought, this is getting weird. Then they gave what sounded like a long mission statement as to who they were and what they were about. Then they announced that they don't take walk-ins, that you're not welcome just to come on down and let's talk about your print needs. And then they capped it off by saying, we don't give quotes over the phone. And this was at least a 60-second outgoing voicemail message. You might think that's not that long. Yeah, pause this for a second and sit quietly for 60 whole seconds. That's a long time. And I'm thinking, man, this is weird. It's like they don't want the business. It's like they don't want this business. They don't want some business. So I eventually got the owner on the phone and he said, look, let me explain. Walk-ins show up. Someone has to stop what they're doing and the walk-ins just want some copies. Or they want a job and they don't know quite what it looks like or the paper that they want. So maybe we could just do up some designs. And if we could just quote 3 different stocks on 4 different price levels, that'd be great. He said, what we determined was, that's not our customer. Now you've probably heard this before. Not everybody is your customer. You should fire some customers. I totally understand all of that. You probably have heard this before, but how many of you actually do it? Not everybody is your customer. It's one of the hardest things you have to do is to say, no, that's not me. But you have to learn to do this because your time is better spent in certain customers, in certain circles. This guy is a part of a franchise. And he said the average order of the franchise is about 30% of what theirs is. They sell 2.5 times the average price for the entire franchise system. How do they do it? They got rid of that unprofitable customer. He said, we realize these people aren't coming back. They're not going to be long-term customers. And maybe we're going to miss one every once in a while, but they're not going to turn into somebody that we're going to be doing business with for 10 years. We're going to give off a lot of referrals. So we stick to our guns and we stick to our lane. Don't set the bar so low that it says everybody is our customer. Set the bar high and do business with those who rise to it. Have a great selling week.